Oh, I got this all tangled up. Hey, honeybee, what you doing? Hey, beautiful magic. I don't know if anybody was gonna be up this late, cause this probably late for y'all. It's not late for me. I just came on. Hey, Miss Red, to you, Melissa. How y'all doing today? Y'all, my day started out cray cray. Hey, Heather. Um, I got up this morning and I was like, it's 11:35 here, and I can't believe. Yeah, I'm like, I didn't know if anybody was gonna be woke. I can see. I only come on at night for this when I do if I want to talk about some drama, stuff that I see online. I do it at night because my daytime people are my spiritual. They're my people that's woke and they ain't into drama. Y'all know I can't see. Hey, Tina. So when I come on at night, I told everybody nighttime was gonna be the after dark kind of stuff that we'll talk about. And if I have to delete the live, I'll delete it. I ain't tripping. I want to come on here and ask y'all, have y'all seen what's going on in the mukbang in the mukbang sector? The people, y'all like this? I wish I could see it. It is um it's made out of clay. Let me see if I can turn this. That didn't make it no better. Um I don't have my ring light attached to this computer, but it's made out of clay and it is a ocean pendant and it has a amethyst and a onyx uh stone. My husband, I think he got me this for Christmas. Mm, Not last year, I think the year before. So it's ocean here and then flowers and an amethyst and onyx. And it's got that on the back. I don't wear it that often because like something like this, you really don't want to get it messed up because it's such a special gift. So I usually only wear it around the house. Um, so I've been. Do I have a dread sticking out? Yeah. Why y'all didn't tell me? Y'all weren't gonna tell me that I had a dread sticking out right there. Well, not a. Oh Lord, not a dread, a twisty. I'm so used to saying dreads. I'm not getting my dreads back. So I don't even know why that came up in my spirit because y'all not coming back. They probably trying their best to come back, but they not. They not coming back. That was probably them going, yes, yes, we coming back. No, you're not. Gizmo, if you don't stop, God, yeah, gonna tear the bed up. Just make it private. Yeah, that's what I mean. Not delete it, but just make it private so everybody um can't see it. Now I've been watching. I don't really watch Be Love because I'm not really into the whole. Uh, the only way I can watch somebody eat is if they're really talking about something that I'm interested in. Now, her sister, Adrian, is a is a different animal. I will watch her. I watch her because I just can't wait to see what shenanigans she's going to do next. So I kind of got hooked on watching Beloved's sister. So from there, I started watching a few other people in Beloved's family. Like her brother has a channel. He's married. His wife has a channel. And then Beloved has like another brother and sister who have a channel together, and then another brother and his wife and kids that have a channel. Like Beloved got a whole, she could have a whole show. Like she could have an entire show with just her family because it seems like everybody in her family is a character. So her sister, Adrian, has been getting into it with some guy named Killer Killer. Now this really when you listen to this, this is really going to sound like a storyline. Oh, and I left out Beloved's two sons. They both have channels. Now this is where it's about to get crazy. This is where it's about to start sounding like a storyline. So this man named Killer Killer has just came on the scene and said that he has a sex tape of him and Beloved. And mind you, Beloved is married. She got a whole husband who is on the videos with her, helps her with her production. And they've been married for a while. They portray this wholesome Christian couple. Beloved just, eats. She's like the, what is it? Seafood boil queen or whatever of YouTube. So this man, Killer Killer, has come on the scene, and Killer Killer said that he has a sex tape of Beloved, and that him and Beloved have been in a relationship and all kind of stuff. So Killer Killer is now going back and forth with Adrian, who is Beloved's sister. They going at it. And this Killer Killer dude is not you can tell he ain't walked in the church house in a minute. He is rather vulgar and, real street type dude. And it's crazy. I'm like, Beloved to me, when I first started watching her, I thought she had, just squeaky clean image, and her channel was going to stay like that because she doesn't talk about other people on her channel. She just does her mukbangs, talk about Jesus, or talk about her kids. And she has done mukbangs and collabs with other people, but her channel has stayed drama free. There have been no incidences, like I don't think it really has been anything where her channel was like into a whole lot of that I've seen, because I don't, I can't really say that I watch her on a regular basis. But her sister, I do. And it's really interesting the relationship that her and her sister, Adrian, who does YouTube videos, also has. And I wish other people, would watch, because it's interesting the relationship that some siblings have, especially siblings who don't grow up together. So it looks like Beloved and Adrian, they have the same dad, so they didn't grow up in the same house. And the relationship between them shows it. Me and my brothers, we have the same mother. We don't have the same father, and we didn't grow up together. So our relationship, even, are all of us in our in yeah, everybody, all of us are in our 50s now. It's four of us. We're all in our 50s. I think maybe the youngest one may not be, No, he's got to be in his 50s too, or really close to it. I don't even know. See, that's how bad it is. Like, I don't even know how old my youngest brother is, but I know the one next to me, we're 4 years apart. And our relationship is very strained because we didn't even, other than when we were very young, like maybe I was about 9, I think was the last time we saw each other until we were adults. And siblings trying to forge relationships when they're adults is very difficult. It is very, very difficult. From my experience, it's just not, especially if you had different upbringings, you know, you grew up different, you everything is different, maybe okay, cuz I grew up in the church. I can tell that my brothers didn't. They My brother, like, that is right up under me, went to jail a lot, did stuff to go to jail stuff. My middle brother went to the military, and my youngest brother was just, living life, I guess. I don't know. I don't see where he really did anything. So we grew up different. We grew up totally different. One of my brothers is a alcoholic, like my mother, exactly like her. Like, drinks, and when he drinks, gets violent and crazy, just like her. My mother was the same way. Thank God I didn't have to, and they did. Like, they had to deal with, they had to see, my mother being drunk and, going through whatever she was going through. I didn't see that because I was adopted, and they stayed with her longer than I did. And so my brother is still to this day, because he's still alive. My mother's deceased. Um, my brother is an alcoholic. One of my brothers is an alcoholic, just like my mother. But his father was an alcoholic also. So we grew up totally different. And to watch their family dynamic play out on YouTube is just, it's interesting to me, because Adrian is so different from her sister, you know, with especially with B Love being so famous, you know, Adrian is jealous. You can see hear the jealousy. She's very verbal about how she feels about her sister. And I just could not imagine. I could not imagine um my brother doing YouTube videos, because I had to block him from my Facebook because we just don't get along. Melissa said it's so difficult. My brother and I were close growing up. He got married and that was it. Not sure what happened. It's like when you get older, your relationship with your siblings change, and it's hard to, especially if you didn't have a good relationship to begin with, it's hard to mend those relationships with siblings, especially if the other person don't want to mend the relationship, or the other person doesn't think it's anything wrong with them. They continue to do the things that they do. That's how my brother was. Like, he doesn't think that he's an alcoholic, so of course he's not. Why would he change when he doesn't think that there is anything wrong with him? So watching and everybody has like their own little niche on YouTube, and I thought that the mukbang people, the people that you're not doing nothing but talking and eating. I didn't think that it could be that much drama around it, but it is. It is so much drama with these folks that I'm just like, y'all can't just eat and be at peace. But all of the drama, it seems like B Love is the center of the drama because all of these people, she's like the common denominator because it's her sister, the rest of her family, they got drama going on. Her oldest son, he got his own drama. And then here comes this guy, Killer, with his drama. So I didn't know if anybody else watched them. Like I do watch like I'll go into like all sectors of YouTube. I don't just watch people like myself. I watch all kind of people, in all ages. There's no like age limit on people that I watch. I watch people that are younger than me, people that are older than me. I watch people and I watch the mukbangers. I watch all kind of stuff um on YouTube. So, what do you guys think is going to happen to Will Smith? Because I know the Academy said they're going to meet on like the 14th or 15th. Next week, I think they're going to meet because it seems like all of these comedians are just like comedians that you never even heard of. And I'm going to be honest, a lot of these, especially a lot of these white comedians, I ain't never heard of these people. Where they coming from? I've never heard of half of these white comedians that are, speaking on what happened. So it's just interesting to me. I really do think that because there is such a, buzz, I really think that, they're going to like throw the book at him. They're going to probably ask for that Oscar back because it's just too many people talking about it. And I don't mind them talking about Will, but they are bringing Jada into into this situation. Like people are pulling up pictures. I didn't know that Jada and Tupac knew each other in high school. I didn't know they knew each other like they have known each other. See, dude, look, let me see. Do Google now? It looks like Jada and Tupac knew each other since high school. They met on the first day of high school at Baltimore School of the Arts. So they got, I didn't know their history went back that far. Did you see that letter that Jada's daughter? See, I didn't think that that was real. You thought it was real? You think it's real? Because I can find it because somebody posted it on Facebook. And I was like, is that real? Or is that fake? Let me see. Okay. So this is the letter. Let me unplug this. It says, Dear Tupac, I know you are alive. someplace. I think that my mommy really misses you. Can you please come back? Can you come back so my mom can be happy? I wish you were here. I really do. Love, Willow. Now, I don't know if this is real or not. Uh, I don't know. But if you look on Facebook, that's a picture of them when they was little. Well, when they were young. I did not know that their relationship went back that far. No wonder. She probably always, she probably always loved him. That was her. I didn't know that was her high school sweetheart child. Why y'all didn't tell me? Y'all know I'll be late to the party because I got my own life to live. I got time to be out here finding out who was zooming who back in the day. You mean to tell me they've been together since high school? That's like me and my husband. Well, we wasn't together all during high school. They got something on me. Hey, KK, they got something on me. Oh, y'all about to be mad at me. Let me tell y'all this now, because I saw Kay's little member thing. Can y'all go back? Can y'all go back and subscribe and go back to the membership thing? Because we're not doing Patreon. I don't like it. I did get it on my computer. I don't like it. It's too much of a hassle. I don't want all that mess. All I want to do is YouTube. So can y'all go back? I swear I'm gonna act right this time. Okay. And I just remembered it. I meant to tell y'all the other day that I had changed my mind. Y'all should have been like, I'm not gonna do it because I know she gonna change her mind and go back. Yes. Okay. And I am going to start promoting the membership thing. And I am going to start putting people on the calendar. I'm gonna get a planner and I'll put you guys on the calendar so that you get your, depending on what tier you sign up for. The tiers are there. Go to the membership thing and pick the tier that you want. So depending on the tier that you sign up for is what you would get. Let me see if I can find it, y'all. Cause y'all like, huh? Hold on. Oh, it don't tell you? Oh no, it does. Okay. So let me see. Exclusive exclusive members. Okay, hold on. I can't see it, y'all. I can't see it on my phone. I can't see the whole thing on my phone. Okay. Exclusive members will get one card reading a month of your choice. It says of your choice. And that means whichever cards you want, like if you want the crystal, you want a chakra, you want a spirit animal, or if you want a regular reading. And the extended family plan, you will receive one-on-one session with me monthly. So either we will do it over Zoom or FaceTime, but you will get a monthly one-on-one session with me for 30 minutes where we can, whatever you want to do. If you want to work through a problem, you have some questions you want answered, or you just want a reading, a full on reading, you can do that. So pick, go to where it says membership and read all the tiers and figure out which one is the one that you want, and sign up for that. And I'm gonna start putting people on the calendar so I make sure that you know every week or every month or whatever you are getting your readings. Okay. And everybody who signs up will, have access to my email. You should have that anyway. If you're a regular on the channel, you should have my email. And then, if you're doing the one-on-one uh monthly chat or Zoom or whatever, you will have access to my business phone. You don't see the join button? It ain't there? It have to be there somewhere because I don't think I can see it on here. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see it on here. It's got to be on there somewhere, y'all. I'll find it. Yeah, I don't see it either. Kay, look on your thing and see if you can see it, because I don't see it. It's got to be on there somewhere though. I'll what I'll do is when I do find it, I will screenshot it and put it on the cuz see I'm not streaming through YouTube. So I can't see the actual YouTube screen. I'm streaming through StreamYard. You don't see perks or anything? Yeah, now I see the perks when I go to the community thing. Yeah. It's still there because when I click on membership, I can see everything. I can see the um but I can't see where it says join on my end. But the membership thing is still there, so I know it's still active. But I will find it. It's there somewhere. I just don't know. Yeah. Kay said she can see it too. It's there. I just don't know where, girl. But we'll find it. We'll figure it out. because I do want y'all to go back to that because I'm not going to. After I looked at the I just don't like the way it's set up. And I really don't want to have to be adding videos in more than one place. If I want to talk to you guys about something that I don't want to say here on YouTube, then we just gonna have to do a Zoom or something. You know what I mean? Like we'll just do that. I'll just send you guys a Zoom link and we'll do a Zoom if I can't, if it's one of those topics that we can't talk about here. Okay, honey, we'll find it. We'll find it because I know it's still available. I know it haven't fell off the it's still available. Yeah, we that's what we'll do. If it's something serious that I know is gonna get flagged by YouTube, we'll just do Zoom because it was just getting on my nerves. It seemed like every time I talked about a subject that was like a real, you know, mature subject, it would get demonetized. And I'm like, come on. Like, you don't want us to gear our content to children. And then when we gear our content to adults, it gets demonetized. And it was just like getting on my nerves. So, um, I was like, well, maybe I'll just go to Patreon and I can just be myself. But Patreon was just, it was doing too much. I was like, I ain't trying to do with all this shit. I'll just stay with YouTube because I just don't have the patience for that. I was boo hooing this morning. Do you hear me? I was sitting here boo hooing because I couldn't get iMovie. And I still don't have it. I couldn't, I was trying to do something on iMovie and I just could not figure it out. I had watched like 3 or 4 YouTube videos. My husband was asleep. Of course, I wasn't going to wake him up to be like, "Can you help me do something on iMovie?" So I'm just sitting here crying. And I cried so much that I gave myself a migraine. You know how you just be so frustrated that you're holding back. See, that's where I messed up at. Is I was holding back the tears for, a long time. I was just frustrated and holding back the tears. Okay, come on, you can do this. Instead of just going on and crying from the gate. And then when I did cry, I was just like boohooing, gave myself a headache and everything. And then my husband finally woke up and he was like, you he was like, "What's wrong with you?" Because he could tell that I had been crying. He probably thought something had happened. He was like, "What's wrong with you? What?" I was like, "I can't do this movie." Now, when I think about it, it's funny, but it was not funny this morning. He was like, "Babe, you sat there and let." I was like, "Yes." I literally let iMovie frustrate me to the point where I cried, had a migraine headache, had to take an aspirin, had to lay down and relax because I had stressed myself out. Then I gave the computer to my husband, the iMac or whatever this thing is. I gave it to him so we can figure this out together. He couldn't figure it out either because my husband is used to, the regular computers, not Apple version. Like he does the regular computer. And all his editing software is different, whatever he uses. Um, I forgot the one that he said he got. Is different from this. What I was trying to do, he still didn't figure. He didn't even figure it out. He had to end up looking at some YouTube videos, and we still trying to figure it out. But he didn't cry like me. He was just like, "Oh, well, I'll look at it again when I get home from work." And then I got mad because he didn't cry. Why you didn't get frustrated like me? Why you didn't cry? I need everybody to cry. I needed Gizmo to cry. I needed my husband to cry. After I had them cry, and I'm one of those type of people. When something irritates me or frustrates me, I went into it sucks to be a baby boomer. Why did I have to be born as baby boomer and not be born when the computers, and then I would have been more oh, I just went there. I mean, I had a complete meltdown. But I'm that type of person though. I'm never going to have a mini meltdown. If it's going to be a meltdown, it's going to be complete. I don't half step when it comes to stuff like that. If I melt down, I melt all the way down. And that's what I did this morning. So there was no way I could have like came on live earlier because I was recuperating. I needed time to recuperate after that. I had to hydrate. I had to elevate my feet. I had to just lay down and relax. I had to get my mind right because I had stressed my whole self out over a computer. I was like, I shouldn't even got this stupid computer. I hate this computer. Oh my God. I went crazy. Just crazy, y'all. It ain't no fun, like getting older. Like, when I was young, I was like, oh, I can't wait to be grown and, be on my own and stuff. I didn't mean this grown though. I grown could have stopped for me at like 35 or something. That's like as grown as I wanted to get. It didn't have to go this far. Who told it to do this? I didn't want to be this grown. Cause sometimes I be feeling like, like I'm missing out on stuff. I don't know half the stuff that everybody else be knowing. Like I be looking at TikTok videos and like, oh, how did they do that? And then I go look at the tutorial on because this is lady on TikTok, and her whole TikTok is how to, it's tutorials, is how to do some of the effects and stuff that they have on TikTok. So, I go look at her video thinking that it's gonna be something simple. She been and lost me at the first step. I'm like, you know what? Fuck all these young people. I can't stand none of y'all. Oh, I'll be mad. Hating. Do you hear me? I'll be hating. Cause I'll be like, I can't even do all the TikTok stuff. I don't like to feel left out. It's just not fair. Honey, but this computer, I'm working on another one of them jackets. The, what is it? Hexagon. Child, I was gonna say octagon. Hexagon, granny square jackets. I'm working on another one. This one gonna be blue. I'm gonna keep working on these, and eventually, I probably will sell a few of them because every time I make one, somebody asks me, "Oh, can you make me one?" This a blue one, and it's got. I don't know if you can see that, but it's got glitter. It's got like a shimmer in the yarn. Oh, okay. Let's go back to this Jada thing. So Jada and Tupac um was high school sweethearts. So I think, Will is just, maybe he should have married her. You know what I mean? Because I think he knew that that girl loved Tupac. No, girls, no, no. No, I ain't gonna lie. Some things are easier because, like I'm at a point in my life where I don't care about other people or, what people think about me and, how I dress and all that kind of stuff. Cause I will put on any kind of color. You- One time, one time I accidentally left the house with two different color Crocs on. And I didn't realize it until I got in the car and my husband was, we was on our way. And I looked down and realized because one shoe felt different from the other one because it was two different styles of Crocs and two different colors. And I didn't care. I was walking through Walmart like, like I was matching. I have unicorn purses, just, all kind of just, because I have my own style. So getting older does do that. Like you just don't care about how people see you or, how you're viewed by other people because you're secure in yourself. Now, the part that I don't like is technology. You start to feel like technology is more advanced than you are. Like you start to get behind in technology. You're not still up on everything. Like I don't care about music, the latest rapper or who this person is and who that person is, because I've never been into music like that anyway. But I do care about technology. I do care about, like social media. I feel like everybody in my age group kind of gets ignored when it comes to social media. Like a lot of people don't want to sit up and listen to a 57-year-old woman talking like, who grandma is that? And I feel like people my age get disrespected, you know. That part I hate. But there is a lot of getting older that, I do enjoy. The freedom, one thing. I definitely enjoy the freedom, but I don't enjoy the way some people talk to and disrespect older people. And I think I'm kind of getting to that point where I see that more and more. Where of course it didn't used to bother me when I was young because it that didn't affect me. I was young, like the people that are doing it now. But now that I'm older, it does bother me. Now it you know, it hasn't happened to me in person, but it has happened to me through social media. People saying things like, "Well, why is your old ass online anyway?" Well, where's my old ass supposed to be? Sitting in a rocking chair? Just letting life pass me by. No, I'm extremely active. I'm going to be on social media. I still feel like I'm beautiful. I'm going to post my pictures on TikTok. I'm going to be on TikTok. I'm going to be on Facebook. I'm going to be everywhere. So that part. I didn't know you were 55, Melissa. I thought you were younger. But wherever I want to be is where I want to be. If whatever I want to do is what I want to do. If I want to dance on TikTok, I want to be able to dance on TikTok without somebody saying, "Who grandma is that?" Like I hate that. Honeybee said I have to get my daughter to set up everything for me. She made my Cash App the first few times. I was so nervous about using it. I got rid of Cash App because my Cash App did get hacked. So I did get rid of that, but I do have Zelle, which is more secure, I think, than Cash App because Zelle is attached to your real through the bank. And Cash App is, like a app service. So I don't mess with them no more. After that um happened, after I got hacked, I stopped messing with them. But now that kind of stuff I do know how to do. Like I still, of course, know how to download apps and I can navigate around social media. But I like editing and doing all of these special effects and stuff that they have on TikTok and some of the apps. That's where I tap out at because I get super confused. Super confused. Did you guys see this thing on the Shade Room where a rapper, I can't pronounce his name, recently passed away and they had his wake at a club, I think in Georgia, somewhere. They had his wake at a club and they dressed him up, put a crown on his head, and stood him up on the stage. He's deceased. And people were at the nightclub clubbing. And so, the club people were, saying how disgusting it was. And, because somebody posted it on Twitter. And I didn't go on Twitter to look at it because I do not want to see, you know, I don't want to see that. Um, so the club released a statement. It is on the Shade Room and said that they didn't know that he was going to be there, deceased. And I'm like, how do you not know? They said that um, the funeral home asked, the funeral home contacted them and said that the family wanted to have the wake there. And they didn't know that having the wake there meant that he was going to be there. So it says, our deepest condolences to the family, friends, and fans. Now, Bliss is the name of the club. Bliss was contacted by a local funeral home to rent our venue for the rapper's, I'm not pronouncing his name right, homegoing celebration. Bliss was never made aware of what would transpire. We sincerely apologize to all of those who may be upset or offended. Please keep the family and friends in prayer at this difficult time. So it says Bliss Nightclub releases a statement following viral homegoing celebration of rapper, I think is Gunu, is spelled Goonew. Bliss was never aware of what would transpire. How are you not aware? A funeral home says, okay, we need the funeral home, not the family. Why would a funeral home call the club and say we need to rent your venue? And you never said for a person's home going. And you never ask, okay, well who, what's gonna go on? And then someone opens the door to the venue when the funeral home arrive with a hearse and they wheel this young man into the club and put him on stage. No one from the club saw that. Nobody saw them come in with a casket because I am pretty sure he didn't ride in the back seat of the car. He had to have been in the casket because that's the only way funeral homes can transport deceased individuals. So they arrived with a casket in a hearse, and y'all didn't think like dead body just never nobody there. So they're clubbing. I mean, full on club, lights flashing, the whole 9 yards. Because they showed like a little clip of the situation. So it's full on club. And they said he was on the stage, propped up, standing up in designer clothes with a crown on his head. Now I know in some cultures, the deceased person is taken to, where they enjoyed, things that they enjoyed, that's where they had them. Or like if I've seen deceased people on motorcycles, all kind of stuff. If, like literally deceased on the motorcycle because they rode motorcycles or whatever. I've seen deceased people in cars, just all kind of stuff. But in a club, that's just a little bit much for me. I just I don't know. I don't know if I could have, and I'm assuming that the people that were there knew that it was his homegoing, so they had to have been okay with it. You just don't see it often in our culture. Maybe his family wasn't American, but he looked African American to me. But African American can be anything, just because I mean, black, just because you are a brown person, you could be any nationality. So I don't know. That was just a very interesting story. So now the club is apologizing because I guess some people on Twitter, thought that it was, crazy or whatever. But we as Americans, we have this weird we have a weird feeling around death. We feel like if the person is not in the casket or they're not cremated, then it's strange, or you know it's wrong, or people in the comments were like, oh my god, that's demonic. And it's demonic to stand someone up that's deceased. What's the difference in them standing up and laying down? If the family was okay with it, if the family didn't have a problem with him standing up, and the people who were there knew that it was his homegoing, I don't see a problem with it. Now, had it just been some random people, like, you go to a club and they don't tell you they're having a homegoing celebration, the club is just open, and you go in there and he deceased, that's different. That's different. I think if it was a private ceremony and they knew, then it shouldn't have been a problem. Would it have been a problem for you though if you went in there and he was dead? Do you have a problem with that? I don't think I would. If I knew in advance, if I knew that it was that was going to happen and I had already got my mind right, I probably would have been okay. If I knew that, those were his wishes and his family was carrying out his wishes, then I would be fine with that. Because I'm gonna tell you guys this: when um, Santeros or people who are priests in Santeria or Ifa, when they pass away, their funerals are very elaborate, very elaborate. Like their bodies have to be taken out of the casket, and this has to be approved by the funeral home before, you know, before everything is done, because there's a ceremony that has to be performed where that person has to actually be laying on the floor, on, I think, on the mat, because only some people were allowed to see that part of it, and I guess the mortician or whoever had to come in and, do that part. But we just, as Americans, we see death differently than I believe what we would if we, had been doing things the traditional way. Because all cultures view death differently and treat the dead bodies differently. They do things differently in India. They just do. Americans are the only ones that, just so scared of everything and have put that fear in everybody else. Oh, I've been better, sweetie. Thank God. I've been better for a while. Yeah, that COVID thing was crazy. I've been much better. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's gone because I've tested negative, but the doctors, well, I not tested negative from the hospital because they won't test you for 6 months. But I've tested negative from the at home test. So, you just never know what lasting effects you have from it. But as far as the, cold and all that kind of stuff, yeah, I'm a thousand times better. Yeah, I would have, if I had been told ahead of time, and I feel like the family should have told people, um, he's gonna be standing. He's not gonna be in the casket. He's gonna be standing up because that was his wishes. Then you have time to prepare yourself for, that situation. Um, Elmo, we are talking about a situation that I saw on the Shade Room where a young man had passed away and they had his homegoing ceremony at a club. And instead of him being in a casket, he was standing on stage. They had him propped up. And I guess it was trending on Twitter. People that were there were posting videos and photos of it on Twitter. Now, I did not go to Twitter to see it because, I don't like looking at stuff like that. But yeah, it that was what we were talking about because it seems to be it was a very touchy um subject for a lot of people on social media. Like some people were very, very offended about that situation. But some people have a harder time dealing with death than other people. Some people I know that, that would not have bothered them. And I don't really think it would have bothered me um if I had known about it beforehand. I don't think it would have bothered me. And especially if that was one of my relatives or something, then I know it wouldn't have bothered me. And if it was somebody I knew that passed away, if that was what they um requested, that wouldn't have bothered me. I would have just been like, okay, well, they are um their wishes are being followed. Did anybody want to come on? If anybody wanna let's see, do I know how to do this? Let me see if I can do this. Every time I do this, I forget which. I think it's there it is. Okay. If anybody wanna come and let me see if it's in there. Yeah. If anybody wanna come on and chit chat, just click the link and you can come on with me. If you have something that you want to talk about, maybe you saw something in the news that I didn't see. And I'm going to tell you this, I'm not into politics. I try my best to stay away from um politics and stuff. I don't watch like CNN and all of the news stations because I'm not into that kind of stuff. Well, we can talk about anything else other than um politics. Oh, my little slipper's getting a hole on the back. I done put some miles on these little slippers. So if you want to come on, you can. Now this was supposed to be, what time is it? It's 9:30, y'all. This is supposed to be our after dark where we talk about anything. I don't know what to talk about, y'all. I don't care. We can talk about anything. I ain't tripping. This is supposed to be our time to do it because we can't do that during the day. And I'm gonna say I'm not into politics either. To me, politics it does, and that's one reason why I don't. That's my water, y'all. That's one of the reasons why I don't like to talk about it on my channel. Um, my mama used to always say that's two things you don't talk about is politics and religion. But I do enjoy talking about religion, though. We are gonna talk about that, but um, politics, nah, because you get too many people that really get upset and bent out of shape when you talk about politics, especially, with the way the world is now. We just do too much. So I try not to talk about that. So who are some of the people that y'all watch on on YouTube? What is some of the I'm so nosy. I'm listening to what my in-laws talking about. What's some of the people that y'all watch? Good morning. Troy, it's only 9:40 here in California. It's still fairly early. Is it 9:40? Yeah. It's not even late here. Y'all the ones out there on that. I love me some connection rejection. I just recently got into watching her. Oh, you doing a drive-by? Okay, Troy. I just recently got into watching her and I really enjoy. Um, I really enjoy her because, honey, I like watching people who speak their mind and they not scared. Like, if you do something that she don't like, she is gonna come out and just say it. And I love that. I like watching her. I really enjoy her channel. I haven't been watching a lot of gardening and plant people because I gave up all my plants when we moved here and it kind of hurt my feelings. So I stopped watching like plant people. I don't like cooking. I don't really watch cooking videos either. I don't think. When I go through my vegan stages and I'm looking for, or I go through like my healthy stages and I'm looking for like smoothie recipes or, like healthy food recipes, then I'll go back to watching some of my vegans or healthy cooking people. But other than that, I'm not watching them either. And I'll love watching spiritual things, the kind of videos that you used to make and still do. I am going, kind of get back into uh doing more of those. Ashley, Ashley say so. Ashley say so. Is Ashley black? Cause I used to watch somebody named Ashley. Is she black? I'm about to look for it now. Don't worry about it, child. I'll find it myself. Is it Ashley say so? Oh, Ashley says so. Oh no, I don't know her. No, I've never watched her. Okay, I'll watch her. Let me at least click on this video so it'll show up in my history. Okay, I'll check her out. It's Ashley says so. Okay, says she been preparing to go on a sabbatical to reset. Okay. How long you gonna be gone? Oh, I don't watch the beef sector no more. I gave up on all them people. I can't talk about I can't deal with them. Um Jay Wilson and who else was it? Five A, all them, I gave up on them. Because they just keep rehashing the same thing over and over and over. It's like it's like they're in quicksand. They just so yeah, Timothy Blaine, all them. I gave up on them. I can't do that. That's insane. Like that's insanity. I just cannot. They're just a bunch of people arguing with each other. Just a stupid cycle. I couldn't do it. Yeah, it's just too childish. That's beyond childish. And I mean, I know some of the people that I do watch, like Adrian. Adrian just, Adrian and the rest of the B Love's family, they got all kind of drama, but at least their drama is different. They're not constantly arguing about the same thing. They bringing up new stuff every week is something new. Because now with this new player in the game, it's like, oh, okay. At least y'all adding some new drama in that's interesting, but the rest of them, I can't deal with that. It's yeah, all of that. Calling the FBI and police and doxing and all I'm not gonna do that. I can't deal with that. Because I'm not that type of person. Like, I would never, go look for someone's personal information and all of that kind of stuff. Girl, KK, come on. You have to watch. Adrian is my guilty pleasure. I actually look for Adrian's videos because she's so crazy. I look for her videos. I'm in now. She done suckered me in. So now I have to see what's gonna happen to her in this boat and where she gonna live. I'm suckered in. I am suckered in. I think her channel is Adrian. It was Adrian Slaves. And this is Be Love eating mukbang Be Love. This is her sister. I'm suckered in. I can't get out now. It's too late for me. I shouldn't have never started, but I did. So, oh, her channel is Keeping It Real with WITA because her name is Adrian. I cannot stop watching. I know, and I like that. Honey, Adrian done bought a boat. She bought a boat that does not run. And now she's selling it. And in the description, it literally says that the boat has not been started in a couple of years. The boat has not been started in a couple of years. And Adrian literally bought a boat from somebody that didn't run. I'm like, Lord, have mercy, Jesus. How, how you buy a broke down boat that you now trying to get rid of? She trying to sell the boat, y'all. And she just bought it not too long ago. Her and that damn boat. I stopped watching her when B Love forgave her and reconnected with her. Then A started acting a donkey with Walt and Be Love again. I was like, I'm done with this clown. See, I came in after all of that. So I missed all of that part. I didn't start watching her until Walt helped her move to Florida. That was when I started watching. And I missed a lot of the stuff a lot of the stuff in the back. Like, I'm catching up from, what people are saying about her. And I went back and watched a few videos, but I ain't watched them all. So, I don't really know her whole backstory because I only been here since she moved to Florida. But that's enough because since she been in Florida, she didn't then had a fight with probably everybody in her complex where she lived. And now she got out of the complex and she can't live on that boat. The boat don't have no electricity, no running water, and she trying to sell it. Yeah, I really do believe that I believe that she has that hold on, y'all. Some on my toe. I believe that she bipolar. I really do. Because the way she be flipping, you know, bad mouthing her sister, and I'm like, girl, that's your sister. Oh, they cruising now? Cause see now I don't really watch I watch Be Love sometimes. I don't watch her all the time because she kind of boring to me. And and she a vegan now, and she not like eating no crabs and eating all the food like she used to. She not doing all that stuff no more. So to me, she's just not really as interesting as she used to be. So I don't really watch her. But honey, I've been watching Adrian and this new character that's then jumped on the scene, Killer Killer. Oh, and I watch this lady called Tasty Talks sometimes. Um, when she's not doing too much in her videos, I can watch her because she keeps up with all of the stuff that's going on with Adrian and Killer Killer and B Love and the Sons and all of that, because I don't watch B Love's Sons on a regular basis. I do watch them every now and then, but not on a regular basis. But B Love, her family is a whole series by themselves. If you get off into all of them, it's enough characters for her to have her own little series. It's so good. Cause I don't watch a whole lot of mukbang. I'm looking her up. Oh yeah, yeah. I've watched her before. I've watched her before. It's so good. Ooh, big old lobster claw. I mean, I don't think I really watch mukbangers every day, but I do watch them. One thing about her, she is not a true vegan. When you're vegan, you usually try to stay as natural as possible when it comes to your meal prep. V does a lot of processed foods. Yeah, I mean it depends on what type of vegan you are. See, some vegans eat a whole lot of processed food. They just don't eat no meat. But some vegans are whole food, where you're not eating that processed stuff. When I was a vegan, I did a little bit of both. I didn't eat a lot of processed foods. For one, I don't like the processed meats and stuff. The only thing that I really like is veggie patties, but I didn't like the chicken patties and the meatballs and all of that kind of stuff. So it was easier for me to stick with whole food, plant based. I don't think she's not plant based. And she said that her husband has lost weight and she gained 35 pounds. I don't see how you gain 35 pounds as a vegan unless you're taking in too many carbs and too much processed food. Because you shouldn't be gaining weight. If you gaining weight, you're doing something wrong. Yeah, Vanessa. I said Tasty. Well, Tasty Talks is her channel. Vanessa. I can watch her when she's not being overly dramatic and just doing too. And I'm not gonna sit for 3 hours and watch nobody. I can't do it. I can't watch nobody for 3 hours. I don't care what you're talking about. Shit, 3 hours? What's my favorite dish to cook? Um, I don't like to cook for one thing. Um, but my favorite thing to cook, I think, is macaroni and cheese, baked macaroni and cheese, because I like my macaroni and cheese. I'm funny about macaroni and cheese, so I like mine cooked the way I like it. I don't know, cause I don't really since I've been here with my in-laws, I don't have to cook. My father-in-law is the cook. The cook. When I tell you my father-in-law is the cook, he is the cook. The kitchen belongs to him, and we all give him 50 feet, So I don't have to cook. I don't have to. I get up in the morning and my breakfast is ready. My father-in-law gets up every morning and fix breakfast for the whole house. So I don't have to cook. Nothing. Never. I love and I kind of enjoy making macaroni and cheese. Like, I do like it. I know that, it is a process. It's not um a simple feat because I like it a certain way. I don't like soupy macaroni and cheese. I like my macaroni and cheese not super thick, but you gotta scoop it out. And when you scoop it out, it's not falling. Like when you put it on your plate, it's like one glob. I like it like that. I don't, but it's, moist on the inside, but it still stays together because that cheese kind of binds it together. That's how I like it. And everybody can't cook macaroni and cheese. No, I'm not doing 3 hours. I have to cook all the time since my boyfriend moved in with me and he a big eater. He will learn how to cook too then. You like to eat, you gonna like to cook. Or you gonna be in here with me. That's one thing I love about my husband is like before we moved here, when I cooked, he would always either be in the kitchen with me, talking to me, or unless he was like super busy, trying to help. He was never that person that just, sat in the living room waiting for me to cook. No, it was, we participated. Even if he wasn't doing anything, he don't know how to like bake the chicken or whatever. He would sit in the kitchen and we be laughing and talking. That makes cooking fun for me. I don't want you to just don't sit in another room and wait for me to bring your plate. Come in here and talk to me at least. Do something. I can't stand no running macaroni and cheese. I don't even like macaroni and cheese made on the stove. I don't like macaroni and cheese like that because it's too wet. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't like it like that. I like it baked. Put it in the oven. Bake it. Even if you make it up on the stove, I know some people that do make it up, you know, melt the cheese, make it up, and then put it in the oven. I don't care what you do. Just put it in the oven. Okay? I don't want it. I don't want it out of no pot. Yeah, I mean, he's just like that. Like, and that's how he learned to do a lot of things because when we got married, he didn't really know how to cook. And now my husband can, he can bake chicken, he can um bake fish. Now that we done got an air fryer, honey, he be in there doing his own thing. I don't even have to, worry about making his lunch or whatever because we didn't got an air fryer now. He know how to throw whatever he want in the air fryer. So yeah, he's come a long way. And a lot of that was from watching me in the kitchen, while I'm cooking, he's, in there with me laughing and talking. Oh, what is that? Or, why did you do that? And I'm like, I did this because of blah, blah, blah. And that was how he learned how to do certain things in the kitchen. Yeah, I do too. I like for that cheese to get, just a little bit brown on the top. Just a little bit. That's when you know. When you look at some macaroni and cheese and it's got that little, you know, just a little brown on the top, You know that's gonna be some good macaroni and cheese. I love listening to people talk for 3 hours. I just listen while doing other stuff, all the different lifestyles and stuff. Is if I'm like if I'm like crocheting or something and it's on in the background, I may be able to deal with it. But if I'm not doing anything else, like if I'm just in the bed relaxing or whatever, I can't just listen to one person talk for 3 hours. Like they really have to be talking about something major interesting for me to be able to listen to them for 3 hours. It's people in the bushes. Hey, bush people. Yeah, yeah, you got to make the macaroni on the stove, but all of the cheesy part, I like to do all of that in the oven. Do I listen to other spiritualists on YouTube? Yeah. There's one particular lady that I listen to. Let me see. She is a Ephi priestess. I watch her videos. I was trying to see. And what's the other young lady name? And Dula, something like that. She's real um big on Instagram, but I think she's on YouTube also. I watch her. It's not a whole lot of um spiritualists that I watch on YouTube because I don't really. Oh, and another lady that somebody had told me about. I watch her. I don't know what this lady name is, but she got a hat just like mine. And I guess she's like Ephi or Santeria priest or something. I watch her videos. And I think that's about it. Oh yeah, I love that air fryer. Melissa said my husband does most of the cooking too. He likes to cook. Oh, you make the sides and the sweets. Yeah, after a while, if I'm just, if I'm just like relaxing, I like I like the videos to be under an hour. Uh-huh. Those people, the wayward people, they let me make sure that's the same the right people. Yeah, they yeah, let's not can you delete that? Can you delete your comment, Elma? Because I don't like to talk about that person on this channel. I just don't even want their name. Um, I'll do it because I had a problem with that person, and I don't want to ever. I don't want to deal with that. There are some people. Um, um I can't. No, I know. You don't know. Don't worry about that. Um, Kay, is Kay still here? Kay, um can you delete Elma's um yeah. Can you delete that? Yeah, delete that. And yours too. Cause I don't want her name in my chat. Okay, it's still showing on my end. Delete yours too, Kay. Cause I don't want her name in my chat. Period. That was a bad situation. And I just don't want anybody to be like, "Oh, she's talking about you," and that mess come up again because it was crazy. The things that person was sending me in emails and stuff. Thank you. Yeah. I mean, I think that's one of the reasons why I don't really okay, thank you. Yeah, I can still see it here, but on the actual YouTube app I don't see it. Um I think that's why I just don't um talk to a whole lot of spiritualists and stuff because some of these people are just messy and crazy. So I don't I don't deal with them because I just don't want to be in no drama with people, especially crazy people. And like you don't realize how crazy people are until they unleash their crazy on you. And I'm definitely not, I'm not in that place where I want to deal with crazy. I think I went through a phase where, I could match people's crazy energy, but that's just that's just not me right now. And I think we all go through those phases, and lately I've just been in a really mellow, calm phase and I want to stay there. That, rah rah, I will match you with the level of crazy that you match me. I'm just not there right now. And I don't want to be. I'm enjoying um where I am right now. I'm really enjoying this. And this is where this is where I want to be. And people want you to people enjoy that rah rah. Like they love to see people fight. It's always a bunch of people waiting around to see where the next fight is going to be, but it ain't going to be here because I just don't have that in me right now. I'm I'm conserving all of my energy. When we, I don't know if you guys saw the video that I uploaded earlier. Me and my husband went to Benicia uh yesterday, which is maybe about 20 minutes from where we live, like kind of like across the bridge from where we live. Oh my God. I am so in love with this area. Did y'all see that thing that they had a whole shootout in Sacramento over the weekend? Like six people lost their lives and like I guess 10 people were shot or something in Sacramento, downtown Sacramento. And like we have been looking for houses in Sacramento. And when I saw that, I was like, oh shit, maybe we should move to Sacramento. Like I really don't, I don't know. I really don't want to move that far anyway. And we went to Benicia yesterday and I was like, oh my God, it is so beautiful. I mean, the Bay Area just has so many beautiful places. It's just I've been to Benicia before. A friend of mine used to live in Benicia, but I hadn't been like in the downtown, like little artsy area where like all of the restaurants and that's where we went out to dinner last night. Not last night, yesterday. And oh my God, it's so beautiful. Yeah, like the gangs is really serious here. I mean, the gangs have always been serious. Like I was talking to my son, and he was like, "Yeah, mama, the gang banging thing never stopped in Sacramento. The gangs used to be um really bad in Sacramento, and it slowed down, I guess. But my son was like, "Yeah, it never stopped. It just, just kind of like slowed down or whatever." But so now this don't look that good from the outside, but the inside, the view. Oh, why is it opening in Yelp? Oh, because that's Yelp. I don't want that. Is that the only way that it'll open? I want to see if the pictures from the website. Yeah, I mean, I know that what happened in Sacramento happened at a um at a club, I guess, outside of a club. And we're never going to be at a club at 2 o'clock in the morning. That's definitely not our um thing. This is what the restaurant looked like. It looked like a little old seaside um restaurant. I want to see if they're going to show the view. But the view was spectacular because the restaurant was right on the water, and we were si- we were sitting upstairs. The restaurant had like a upstairs, a downstairs, a patio, and like a outside patio that was like closer to the water. Well, we were sitting upstairs, and you just had this spectacular view of the bay. And there were, what is that when you be holding on to what looks like a kite, like parasailing or something? Will you be holding on to that thing and it's flying and you on a, what was he on, a surfboard or something? Because it was windy yesterday. And so you sitting right on the water. So we were upstairs and the view was just, oh, it was just so nice. But they had people out there were people out on the bay on those things that look like a kite, and gliding on the water. So we were watching that, and just sitting back watching the waves and stuff and eating, and of course, oh, KK leaving. Okay, sweetie. See you later. See you tomorrow. Because yeah, we'll be back tomorrow at my close to my regular time. So we were watching, them do all the tricks and stuff out on the water, and people were out there with kites and stuff because it was windy close to the water. And I was like, okay, I can live here. So I told my husband today, I was like, you think we could ask the realtor to um look in this area? It's so beautiful. I mean, the thing the reason why I never want to leave California is because i- where am I gonna go other than Florida, where you are basically surrounded by water? Because here in the Bay Area, like everywhere you go, unless you go inland, when you go inland, you get away from the bay, but this part of the bay, you don't get that water because we don't live that close, that far from the bay. Like, when you sit in the back our backyard, you can see the bay. And that's where I want to be. I want to be somewhere. I really do want to be somewhere where I can like be really close to the bay. Like I would love it if I could see the bay from my backyard or, something like that. That's my um ideal place to live, is somewhere where, I can look out my window or sit in my backyard and um see the water. So, I mean, I love California. I don't want to leave California, but you know, when things like what happened in Sacramento happened, I was like, oh shit. In Sacramento, you get farther and farther away from um the bay. It's warmer, a lot warmer and drier in Sacramento than it is here. Like today, it was super windy. That's the only thing I hate because we're so close to the water. We get, a lot of breeze. Girl, I ain't coming out Texas. Yeah, it's storm too much out there. I'm not used to storms and stuff because it don't rain that much out here no more. We don't get that much rain. Like I think I wore my jacket 4 times, 4 or 5 times this year. It hasn't rained that much, and it's just really, if you're just going from your house to your car, you don't need a coat here in California. When I get in the car, I'm gonna take it off. You don't need like a heavy coat, a big coat, unless you're going to like be out at night. But it's not often that I'm really out at night like that. And during the day, you don't need it. Like I wear Crocs all year round. I would, if it's raining or something, I will throw on my Uggs. I do have Uggs, but they don't even get worn that much. The only time I really put them on is if it's raining, and it don't even rain that much here. Like it really legit does not rain. We don't get that much rain. That's why they say, that California goes through droughts because it we do have periods where we just don't get that much rain. And if it does rain, it's not going to just like pour down raining. We don't get that. Oh, y'all had a storm. See, we don't get all that. And so that would like freak me out because I'm not used to all that storming and stuff. I don't like it because I didn't grow up with it. I grew up with it raining more than it rains now. But really having storms, we don't get that here in California. You don't get that kind of weather. People here wear shorts and stuff almost year round because we know that the weather stays, you know, about the same. Let me see what the temperature is now. It's it's windy, but what's wrong with you? My Wi-Fi must be acting up. So I took my phone into um T-Mobile because for some reason my phone won't stay connected to the Wi-Fi for whatever reason. It's just really tripping. And they were like, "Oh, you're gonna have to take your phone to the Apple store and use your Apple Care or whatever and get a new phone." And I just don't want to go through all that. Jesus, it's 55 degrees here. It was 70 degrees today, but the wind gust was 17 miles an hour. It was windy, but it was 70 degrees today. So it don't get that cold. You about 28 miles from Fort Worth. I have a cousin who is a police officer in Dallas. In Dallas, I think. I think he in Dallas. Let's see, do we have it in his? It's either Dallas or Austin. I don't know where he at, child. It's one of the two. It's either in Dallas or Austin, Texas. Texas. Uh, I like the rain at night. I don't care how it rains. If it rain at night, I don't care. I like the sound of the rain, but I don't like getting out in the rain. Like I don't like driving in the rain or anything like that. But if I'm at home and I'm at home for the night and it starts to rain, then I don't really care. I like to hear it. Have you seen that machine? It's like a rain. It's called a rainmaker, I think. Let me see if I can find it. And it simulates the sound of rain, and it's sand on the top, and the sand is falling through these little spiral things. I'm gonna see if I can find one. Oh, here it is. Is that it? The one that this lady had was this one looked cheap. Really? That's one. But the one that this lady had that showed hers on um showed hers on TikTok was really nice. It looked like it was made out of like um bamboo or something. I don't know, child. The spirally part looked like it was made out of bamboo. And it was a tower, kind of tall like that one. This one is on Amazon. Let's see if I can find it. Look like they have different ones. They have smaller ones. But the one she had looked like a tower. I'm like, what is he doing? But I might order that thing. because I guess you have to like it had like a the I guess once it all goes down, you flip it, like a what do they call those things? The timer, the little timer thing with the sand, and you have to flip it over for the other side. Well, I guess it's like that. This all of the sand goes down, funnels down through those spiral things, and it simulates the sound of rain. And it was really, really interesting. And I was like, oh, okay, I might have to get one of those. Let me see if I can find it on TikTok. Because I think people use it for meditation too. Yeah, they do have one on Amazon. And I think this lady that was showing hers was a therapist. And she has it in her office. How do I find the people that oh no, not that. Let's see if I can find it. But it really did sound when she turned it on, it really did sound like rain when the sand was falling down through those. Is this her? I think so. Now, which one of her videos did I watch? Damn, do she have enough videos? I'll be watching all kind of people on TikTok. Like is this it? Oh, I think she ordered it from a company called Rain Stick Dreams. The lady on TikTok did. I don't think she got hers from Amazon. And I think she finna show it, but I don't want her to be talking. I just want her to show the thing. I'm gonna show it to you guys when she stopped running her mouth. Can you hear it? 'Cause she talking so much. I just don't want her whole video. Because I don't think you can hear it. Hold on, y'all. She gonna get to it in a minute. Don't you hate when somebody be talking about something and they talk forever before they finally show it. I'm about to be mad if this ain't the video that she even showed it in. I can see it on the side of her, and she's talking about it, but she still haven't. Oh, this ain't it. Oh, she said the thing only lasts for 20 minutes. She said it only trickles down for 20 minutes, and then I guess you have to flip it. Oh, this thing is huge. Look how big the box is. When she get it all the way open, I'll show it to y'all. Because it's taking her forever to open it up. Here it is. That's it. So you see how much sand is in there? And it's got to trickle down through all those little windy things. But hers is huge. This thing must have cost a lot of money because she don't have the link for it. I'm gonna see if she can find if I can find the link. Here's one where you can see the whole thing. So it's called the rain stick. Let me see. Can you hear it on here? Now I don't know. I don't know. That might be a little bit too much for me. Is it that loud? Is it gonna be that loud in person? Because if it is, I don't know. I don't know if I like that one. Do they have a smaller version? That might be too much rain. Hey, Sundance Girl. It's called a rain stick, and people use it for like meditation. It simulates the actual sound of rain. But yeah, I don't see any small ones. I don't know if I want that big one. It's on a lot of people are showing it on TikTok. Now looks like they do have some on Amazon cuz I don't think I want one that big. You know I love like um meditation things like sound the singing bowls and bowls for meditation and stuff. Let me see if they have them. Oh, they have smaller ones on Amazon. Oh, that one that I already showed you guys. That's $24. I might order that one. Yeah, they have a lot of them on Amazon.
cleanup? I have all that and more. Hi, I'm Amber from Pickatoy, and this is the Bamboo Rain Stick Rain Shaker. Made with high quality bamboo, it's strong, durable, and very smooth. It's also
Okay, I don't want a shaker. I want the one like the lady had. I want the one that just stand up and the sand falls down. But I just don't want one that's gonna be making heck of noise. Because sometimes I get noise sensitive. Like the sound has to be a gentle sound. Like I don't want it if it's overwhelming. I don't know. That may be interesting. I'm gonna think about that. I may end up getting that. But they do have a lot of them. They say that are sensory toys. Rain, rain stick shaker, musical sensory toys for kids. But I want the meditation one. That's gonna be something that I'll look into. Has anybody been watching that show on Hulu? Um, about the girl that and this is based on a true story. The girl whose boyfriend committed suicide and she kept like pushing him to do it. It's on Hulu. I think it's called The Girl from Plainsville or something. Yeah, that's what it's called. The girl from Plainsville on Hulu. It's really good. Like it's a true story. The true story of Michelle Carter texting suicide case, exploring her relationship with Conrad Roy III and the events leading up to his death, and later her conviction of involuntary manslaughter. She was convicted of involuntary manslaughter. Did I get him? No. Because she was texting this young man telling him to go ahead and commit suicide, and he had mental, he had some depression issues, and instead of trying to get him some help, she was the one pushing him to do it, and he finally did it one night. And then she, was acting like he was her boyfriend and they were so much in love. And, it's crazy. But the young lady was actually convicted from her text messages to him. So it's I just started watching it the other day. And I think I'm on like the third episode, and it's good. It's a really good show. Cause I remember when it happened. I remember when the situation happened, and I was like, What kind of texting? What kind of texting could she had been doing to him? Who? Who is Rev? Excuse me. What kind of texting could she have been doing to him to for him to commit suicide? So it's interesting. Who is Rev? I don't know who that is. I don't know who Rev is, Sundance. And I've been watching the Daily Davidsons, Reverend Death. Who is that? Oh, it's a true crime. Is it a true crime thing? Oh, he helps people commit suicide. I saw this one. I saw this, and I'm not sure where this man lived, but it was a documentary, and this man had some type of terminal disease, and he wanted to, end his life on his own terms. And he wanted to be surrounded by family and friends when he did it. And so I guess it was some type of drink or something that they had to, make up for him. And he had picked the date that he wanted to do it. And these people, helped him with the medication. I'm pretty sure he didn't live here in the US. Or did he? I don't know. I'm not sure where he lived. But they got the drugs for him, and then the day that he had decided to do it, he had like had a funeral for himself while he was alive, so that he could say goodbye to his friends, and his friends could like say goodbye to him and stuff. And the day that he decided to do it, he you know got in his bed, and his pastor was there, and people from his church, and he drank the drink, and he laid down, and he was like, I guess part of it put him to sleep or so. I don't know, child. But I know yeah, it was one of those assisted suicide type things. I have not heard anything about Peter. I haven't heard anything. I don't know if he is out the hospital, nothing. So I'm just hoping that um, things. But he said when he did finally release a statement on Twitter, he did say that he was probably gonna be gone for a while. So no one has said anything. And like, I don't know who he was um close to on YouTube. And I'm pretty sure, nobody is he if he don't want people to know like what's going on, he ain't gonna tell nobody. So I mean, I really do hope that he's okay, and like it's nothing, you know, no lasting physical problems, because I'm pretty sure there are going to be some lasting mental problems, because someone else involved lost their life, and you cannot forget that. So I still wish him well. I've been watching, and I normally do not watch family vloggers because I always feel that they do too much with their children, because it always looks like the kids don't want to be there. But I've been watching the Daily Davidsons. I used to watch Tiffany before she had kids, when she was just doing makeup and stuff in her bedroom. And I think I stopped watching after she had her second child. And like didn't watch them for a while, but every now and then I would see her videos, and I was like, "Oh my god, she had another baby." And it was like another boy because she had three boys and finally got that little girl. So I just started back to watching them recently because I really don't. I don't know. When I see kids and they be looking like they don't want to be there, I stop watching because I don't like daily vloggers that like use their kids for content. But they're not like, I'm not saying they're like that because they're not like that. If the kids don't want to be there, the kids just go on, and Tiffany and her husband, can carry the vlog. They're not like forcing their children um to be in the videos. Like I be trying to tell Gizmo all the time that people like to see him because people really do be asking about Gizmo, like because I do reels sometimes and Gizmo be in the reels and people be asking about him and sometimes Gizmo just don't want to act right. He don't want to do the videos and people be asking me like why he don't have little outfits. He does. He has a lot of outfits, but he don't like clothes. And I don't want to just like force him to wear clothes and he don't want to wear clothes. He a dog. Dogs don't normally wear clothes. You do get some dogs that don't mind dressing them up cute and stuff, but I have a dog that does. He don't want to do that shit. Like, get all this stuff off of me. He don't want to wear no clothes. So, I can't do it to him often. And if he really looks like he don't want to have an outfit on, I'll take it off. So he's not. Gizmo got a mind of his own. He a cute dog, but he living in his own world. He don't like to be bothered. He only want to mess with you if he wants something from you. Like if he's ready to eat or he want to go outside or whatever, he your best friend. But if he's sleepy, leave him alone. He don't want to be bothered. And I don't bother him. But that's my buddy. That's my little buddy. All right, y'all, we finna go. It's only 11 o'clock. I gotta go feed my dog and take him outside to use the bathroom. I don't believe y'all stayed here this long. Y'all ain't got nothing to do. It's 10:48. I know it's super late. Where y'all at? What time is it? Where y'all at? Cause it's almost 11 o'clock. I know Gizmo like, am I gonna eat my dinner? What time is it, y'all? Time check so we can get up out of here. I ordered this bracelet from Amazon and I'm just really looking at it. It's like a chakra bracelet. I know ain't none of these crystals real. 1:50 in the morning. Ain't none of these crystals real. It's cute though. And it's that the lava bracelet. I'm like, where the hell is the camera? The lava where you can put the oil on the little things. I know this ain't real, child. These ain't no real damn crystals. Because definitely don't look like no turquoise. This kind of look like amethyst a little bit, but I know the rest of these is fake. This may be tiger's eye. And it look like it's real. Some of these other ones look fake. But it was from Amazon. 150? Girl, what time you go to bed? I gotta go get me some ice. My water hot. All right, y'all. We out. I gotta go feed Gizmo. And that's all I gotta do. Gizmo, Gizmo, Gizmo. You ready to eat? You want to eat? You want to eat? You ready to eat? Huh? You ready to eat? Come on. Come on, it's time to eat. It's time to eat dinner. He like, no, it ain't, Mom. It's time to eat. You ready to eat? All right, y'all. You just laying in bed. That's where I'm about to go. I'm about to feed him and moisturize my hair. I got to wash my hair tomorrow. No, I probably ain't wash it tomorrow. Moisturize my hair and get up in my bed. I may do a little bit, a couple of rolls. What do I do with that? Oh, a couple of rolls of my Granny Octagon, and that's gonna be it. Make me another jacket. That's it, y'all. All right, y'all. Thank you for coming and keeping me company. We've been on here over 2 hours. And I got the nerve to talk about somebody that be online for 3 hours and we've been on here for 2 hours. All right, y'all. I will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll probably do, let's see, who have we done? We've done Oshun, Yemiya, Obatala. I don't think we've done Oya. Have we? Well, let's see. Let's see. Okay, so we've done Obatala, we've done Yemiya, we talked about Oshun. Let's do Oya. Yeah, let's talk about Oya tomorrow. Yeah, we'll do her tomorrow. Okay, so I will see you guys tomorrow. I love you. Thank you for staying with me for 2 hours.